In ancient times, the city of Ujjain was ruled by a king named Vikramaditya. He was powerful, kind, and he was also courageous. Under his rule, the subjects lived without any lack. He never sent away those who came in person empty-handed. One day, while the king was sitting in the court, talking to his ministers, vassals, and royal priests, a monk arrived. He had a ripe fruit in his hand. He went straight to the king, gave it to him, and returned in silence. The king was stunned by his grandeur. He wanted to speak to the monk, but without saying anything, he called a servant and told him to keep the fruit safely in a room. The next day, when the royal assembly was assembled, the monk came there again. As on the previous day, he had a fruit in his hand. He gave it to the king and left without saying anything. This went on for several days. One day, shortly after he had given the fruit, a monkey came there, snatched the fruit from the king's hand, and started eating it. Then a valuable gem fell out of the fruit and began to sparkle. The king was amazed to see it and asked the servant to bring the fruits that the monk had given him earlier. The servant went to the room and brought the fruits and placed them before the king. When the king cut them with a knife, he saw that each fruit. The next day, the monk came to the royal court as usual and gave the king a piece of fruit. Then the king, "Who are you, venerable sir? Why do you bring me a piece of fruit every day?" he asked. To this the monk replied, "King, I am a practitioner. I need your help, who is brave, adventurous and valiant, to complete a mantra. I am bringing you fruits to gain your favor." Vikramaditya said, "Venerable sir, I will certainly help you. Please grant my request." Hearing this, the monk happily said, "King, on the coming Krishna Chatadashi night, I will come to the crematorium in this city. You come there and meet me. Then I will tell you what needs to be done next," he said, and set off on his way. The day of Krishna Chatadashi, which the monk had mentioned, arrived. That night King Vikramaditya, having received his food, put on his clothes, went to the crematorium mentioned by the monk and met him. The monk, looking at the king, said, "King, there is a dead body of a man hanging from a tree over there. Climb the tree, pick up the body, put it on your shoulders, and silently descend from the tree, bring it to me and hand it over to me," he said. The king saluted the monk and set off towards the tree in the distance. Several pyres were burning in the cemetery. Skulls were lying here and there. Snakes were hissing and crawling. Owls were hooting. Unafraid of any of this, King Vikramaditya approached the tree and looked up. As the monk had said, the body was hanging from the tree. The king silently climbed the tree, lifted the body with both hands, and threw it down to the ground. Then a cry came out from the body. Vikramaditya, who came down, shook the body. "Did you kill him?" he asked. The corpse laughed bitterly at the king. Then the king thought that the demon was in the corpse and went to pick it up. Then the corpse jumped up and started hanging from the tree again. Vikramaditya climbed the tree again, removed the corpse, put it on his back, silently descended from the tree, and went to the